Were you truly sick, or were you a little nervous about getting in the ring with Jake Paul?
I was terrified. I was terrified.
Hey yo, what's up guys, Divine Omen, now I'm back. Like the videos you're getting in, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And let's get into it, because Jake Paul is going to box Mike Tyson November 16th. And now that we're getting pretty close, and already had a press conference, there's a few things to consider. You know I like to see both sides, so today we're gonna look at it from Mike's perspective. I've been feeling so many ways about this fight. Sometimes I support it, sometimes I don't. Of course, Jake's a good boxer, but he's not the elite of the elite, as Mike once was. All I'm saying is if Mike loses, of course it's not embarrassing. He's a 60-year-old man. To me, Aside Ali is one of the GOATs. He was the baddest man on the planet for a reason. But the way they're framing this whole thing kind of upsets me a little bit. They really want to make it look like it's the old baddest man on the planet fighting the new baddest man on the planet.
You used to be the bad guy of boxing. Now you're fighting the bad guy of boxing. How important is it to you to prove that you should still be in the ring?
Come on, what are we talking about? Mike was the heavyweight champion at 19. He deserves some respect, that's all I'm saying. I don't dislike Jake Paul, and I know he's done things for the sport. And we gotta give Jake his flowers, cause he's a goddamn good promoter. And as we're talking about that, let's talk about his last fight. Jake Paul versus Mike Perry was too weird. Why were we back at that size difference? And I didn't like watching Mike say, "I'm gonna take all your best punches, and I'm gonna keep marching forward." Man, I'm not a boxer, but I thought straight away that's such a bad idea. And yeah, we all know Mike lost, and I didn't think much of it till I talked to a friend who told me straight away, what was that? Did Mike forgot how to block a punch? That kind of intrigued me, so I went back to watch Mike's latest fights. I watched MVP's and the Luke Rockhold's fights, and man, my jaw dropped. He was right. So, all of that and the weight difference, even though Jake Paul says it was only 10 pounds, come on man, in the ring their difference was huge. But I'm not claiming anything, like I told you I'm not an expert, so let's focus on the Mike Tyson fight. I don't like to see them comparing Jake to Mike so often. It makes me think that this fight is all about marketing Jake and nothing more.
Let's go, New York.
Hey, love him or hate him, all of you are here to see him.
I will be rooting for Mike, regardless. But the experience he has, maybe it should be used training or something of the sort. Does Mike have a chance? Of course. Power is the last thing to go, and the experience he has, I'm sure is something else. We had a glimpse of it when he trained in Ngannou, but we know he's almost 60, he won't have the same speed, probably won't move the same way. Who knows how his cardio will look like? We know Jake is not elite. He never fought an elite boxer. The closest to it was Tommy Fury, who isn't elite at all, and still he lost. Aside all I said earlier, he looked really good against Perry, but he was 0-1 as a boxer. I'm just praying they won't make of Mike another stepping stone. I don't know, when I start seeing all that circus on the press conferences, I think straight away, oh my god, here we go. Well, of course I'm rooting for Mike, but ultimately, if he can pull it off, I just wish he makes it through healthy. And with this I say goodbye. We still got time to make another video like that before the fight. Meanwhile, like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys on the next one.